I'm MAETZOLD, and a big effort to try to solve houselessness in Portland and Multnomah County was just completed. Service providers and volunteers walked the streets to try to find everyone living outside in this year's point in time count. Participants and government officials say this will help provide even more services to try to solve the crisis of houselessness. Several agencies came together to conduct the 2022 point in time houseless count in Multnomah County. One of those who was a part of the count was CULLEY, who is a community health outreach worker with Central City Concern.
There's obviously a need out there, and I'm driven and passionate, as is my organization and so many others, to be out there and be a part of this and to support these folks.
CULLEY walked the streets, stopping to get answers one by one to the survey with about 30 other co-workers and about 150 volunteers. He says he noticed folks in several different situations.
Some people just honestly just want to kind of do everything and what they want to do and kind of on their own terms still, and that's fine, and we respect that. But we're here to make a difference.
The point in time count is required by the federal government to maintain funding the county receives for houseless services. But County Commissioner SUSHEELA JAYAPAL says it also gives a clearer picture of the response needed to the problem locally.
We need to have an estimate of how many folks are out there in order to know how much housing we need to provide, how much shelter we need to provide. And a better understanding of who's there helps us determine what services they need as well.
CULLEY says the services provided in Portland is what eventually led him out of homelessness. He says someone at the Portland Rescue Mission referred him to Central City Concern's Recovery Center for his alcoholism, where he eventually attended treatment that got him to transitional housing.
Having that support to know, to sustain and just kind of stop and be like, okay, I'm halfway stable enough where I'm in a shelter and I have somebody that's trying to help me get on housing lists and apply for places.
He says to have more people have success like he has experienced, there should be more outreach workers like the one who first encouraged him. He says he believes in this even more after the point in time count.
As long as I can plant the seed that change is possible and help to restore hope or bring hope, that's where the rubber meets the road. That's where the magic happens.
JAYAPAL says she agrees. Outreach should be an area targeted for investment.
That one-on-one relationship, somebody who knows the person, understands where they are, understands what they need, that is how we get people off the streets into housing.
The last point in time count in Multnomah County in 2019 counted just over 4,000 people who were houseless. There was supposed to be a count last year, but it was postponed due to COVID-19. After organizing and tallying up the surveys, the report is expected to be finished sometime in the summer. In Southeast Portland, MAETZOLD, Fox 12, Oregon.